Hello internet citizens and welcome to JavaScript training by Flipbell IT Studio. Now in this tutorial we are going to learn about two most important things in functions. The first one is break statement and second one is continue statement. Now they're nothing, just a one-word code, but it is important to learn about their logics. They can be a very useful element at several times while writing codes. So for a quick intro, the break statement breaks the loop and continues the executing the code after the loop if you have any. And the continue statements break one iteration in the loop if a specified condition occurs and continues with the next iteration in the loop. So the best practice to know about it is by writing code. So first of all, let's get some variable of cars. The one that I love most is Audi, Impala, BMW and Ford. Then I've defined the variable text in null strings because I'll be using breakthrough element here to get my answer in the next line. So what I'll do, I'll simply make a list and I'll simply get the output as 0, 1, 2, 3 that we have already done in our previous examples. So let me guess a list of text with an operator which defines a 0 and on the place of 0 it's Audi. Then 1 for Impala, 2 for BMW, and likewise let me just get the text of car number 3, 4 and 5. Though car number 3, 4 and 5 are not available, 3 is for Ford and 4 and 5 are not available. So let me just save it and get the preview of it. Okay, we have forgotten to write a script to get the output. So let's just close this element. And then let me just simply write a document.getElementById demo inner HTML equals to text because text is what we are defining the cars in. So let's just save it and you can see that Audi, Impala, BMW, Ford and 4 and 5 are not defined here. It's just the 4 elements like Audi, Impala, BMW and Ford. So that's why it is showing us undefined. Now to make you feel about the difference, let me just use a break list tag so that you can have a look at what really the break can do. So if I break this list, you need to see that break is the element that I'm using here, and then I'm using here list that I have defined here. You need to write here as it is what you have written in the starting before starting the curly braces, break and then list. So if I save it once again, then you can see that it is not showing me number 3, that is Ford, number 4 and number 5. So that's what it do to loop. It simply breaks the statement. It breaks the loop and continues executing the code after the loop. So this is how you can use the break function in JavaScript. So let's just look at example of continue element in JavaScript this time. So first of all, let me define a variable text in null strings so that I can get output as a break row. And then let me just simply define variable I with any number. So let me just run a for loop up to 10 numbers. So if I write here as for I equals to 0 and I is smaller than 10, so that loop will run up to 9 and it will be running in an increasing order. And also if I say here that to get the output, let me just define the text that I have already defined here. So to get the output, if I see that text equals the number is, now it will show the number is before the number and I, it will simply show the value of I, that is going to be 1, 2, 3 and up till 9. So after this, let me write something to get the output of it. So after closing the curly braces, I'm simply gonna write here as document.getElementById inner HTML equals text. Text is something that I've defined over here and over here. So if I run this loop, then you can see that the number is that we have already defined here in the string that number is, and it is gonna repeat up to the 9 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's how you run a loop. Now if we put here the continue element for an individual number, so for that if I write here as if I is strictly equals to 3 and we want to continue this number, just by writing here as continue between the curly braces. Don't forget to end it with semicolon. So if I save it this time, you can see that 3 is missing from here. So that is the use of continue and break elements in JavaScript. It can be used in the various ways like in arrays, strings and several more. That is up to you that how much innovation mind you have and where you want to use it while creating your own genius code. So that's all for this movie. Thank you so much for watching.